Hello, everybody. They're meeting me out here.
So, a dragonborn appears at this moment in the turning of the age. First, let us see if you truly are dragonborn. Let us taste of your voice.
They're talking. I guess as long as they don't yell.
Strike us with the power of your voice. Boost!
How's that?
Dragonborn, it is you. Welcome to High Hrothgar. I am Master Arngir. I speak for the Greybeards.
Ah!
Now, tell me, Dragonborn, why have you come here? We are here to guide you in that pursuit, just as the Greybeards have sought to guide those of the dragon blood that came before you. You are not the first. There have been many of the dragon blood since Akatosh first bestowed that gift upon mortal kind. Whether you are the only dragonborn of this age, that is not ours to know. You are the only one that has been revealed thus far. That is all I can say. We are honored to welcome a dragonborn to High Hrothgar. We will do our best to teach you how to use your gift in fulfillment of your destiny.
Awesomes.
That is for you to discover. We can show you the way, but not your destination. We are the Greybeards, followers of the Way of the Voice. You stand in High Hrothgar, the slopes of Kinnarith's sacred mountain. Here we commune with the voice of the sky and strive to achieve balance between our inner and outer selves.
A noble pursuit.
You have shown that you are dragonborn. You have the inborn gift. But do you have the discipline and temperament to follow the path laid out for you? That remains to be seen.
I think so.
Without training, you have already taken the first steps towards projecting your voice into a thum, a shout. Now let us see if you are willing and able to learn. When you shout, you speak in the language of dragons. Thus, your dragon blood gives you an inborn ability to learn words of power.
You have a word wall?
All shouts are made up of 3 words of power. As you master each word, your shout will become progressively stronger. Master Einarth will now teach you Ro, the second word in Unrelenting Force.
Cool.
Ro means balance in the dragon tongue. Combine it with Fus, force, to focus your thumb more sharply. Ro.
Nice.
You learn a new word like a monster. You truly do have the gift.
Yeah, I
But
learned.
learning a word of power is only the first step. You must unlock its meaning through constant practice in order to use it in a shout. Well, that is how the rest of us learn shouts. As Dragonborn, you can absorb a slain dragon's life force and knowledge directly.
Good thing I killed a
As
dragon.
part of your initiation, Master Einarth will allow you to tap into his understanding of Ro.
Oh, cool. So I don't have to get... Ah, I'm eating this guy's soul.
Now, let us see how quickly you can master your new form.
I think I can learn it as quickly as I can go into this menu and hit the learn new power button. Alright. So,
Use your unrelenting force shout to strike the targets as they appear.
Targets? There you go. That blew away those pots over there.
Well done. Again.
Alright. Fusra! Let's do that. That's great. Come on, let's load this up.
You learn quickly. Once more.
I'm gonna Fusra this bitch!
Fusra!
Sorry, dude.
Impressive. Your thumb is precise. You show great promise, Dragonborn.
That I do. That I do.
We will perform your next trial in the courtyard. Follow Master Bori.
Which one use Bori? Come on, speak up. Hey, how you doing, Bori? Where you from? You got a family? Any hobbies? You gonna talk? Of course, only that one guy talks because I guess he is able to. Maybe he doesn't know how to shout. Alright. Here we are.
We will now see how you learn a completely new shout. Master Bori will teach you Wood, which means whirlwind.
Wood. Was that there before?
You must hear the word within yourself before you can project it into a thum.
Which way's up? I don't even know. This way.
Approach Master Bori and we will gift you the challenge of Wood.
Gift.
Now we will see how quickly you can master a new shout.
Alright. Let me,
Master Wolfgar will demonstrate whirlwind sprint. Then it
hold on, let me equip it.
will be your turn. Master Bori. X. Wolf.
Oh, nice!
Now it's your turn. Stand next to me. Master Bori will open the gate. Use your whirlwind sprint to pass through before it closes.
Alright.
There
we are. Hello. Oh.
Your quick mastery of a new thum is astonishing. I'd heard the stories of the abilities of Dragonborn, but to see it for myself...
Ho ho.
No, indeed not. But beware that your skill does not outstrip your wisdom. You are now ready for your last trial.
So you have these things set
the
up.
horn of Jürgen Windcaller, our founder, from his tomb in the ancient fane of Ostengraf. Remain true to the way of the voice, and you will return.
So, pretty much, it'll be a dungeon to practice my powers.
No doubt, the appearance of a Dragonborn of this time is not an accident. Your destiny is surely bound up with the return of the dragons. You should focus on honing your voice, and soon your path will be made clear. Good. Then you will be ready for whatever lies ahead. No doubt, you should focus on honing your voice,
It was
and
still
soon
white.
your path will be made clear. Dragons have the inborn ability to learn and project their voice. Dragons also are able to absorb the power of their slain brethren.
Ah,
A few mortals are born with similar abilities. Whether a gift or a curse has been a matter of debate down through the centuries. What you have already learned in a few days took even the most gifted of us years to achieve. Some believe that Dragonborn are sent into the world by the gods at times of great need. We will speak more of that later, when you are ready. Dragons have always been able to shout. Language is intrinsic to their very being. There is no difference in the dragon tongue between debating and fighting. Shouting comes as naturally to a dragon as breathing or speaking. In mythic times, when mortal kind was in great need, the goddess Kinnereth granted us the ability to speak as dragons do. For most people, long years of training are required to learn even the simplest shout. But for you, the dragon speech is in your blood, and you learn it almost without effort.
'cause I'm awesome.
5. Our leader, Parthenax, lives alone on the peak of the
Parthenax.
throat of the world. When your voice can open the path, you will know you are ready to speak to him.
Didn't the emblem mention that?
As I said, you will know you are ready when your voice can open the path to him.
Interesting.
We study the way of the voice, according to the teachings of our founder, Jürgen Windcaller. Very few are permitted to study with us here at High Hrothgar.
So,
But in your case, Dragonborn, it is a privilege to guide you towards mastery of your voice. He was a great war leader of the ancient Nords, a master of the voice, or tongue. After the disaster at Red Mountain, where the Nord army was annihilated, he spent many years pondering the meaning of that terrible defeat. He finally came to realize that the gods had punished the Nords for their arrogant and blasphemous misuse of the voice. He was the first to understand that the voice should be used solely for the glory and worship of the gods, not the glory of men. Jürgen Windcaller's mastery of the voice eventually overcame all opposition, and the way of the voice was born.
so, the battle at Red Mountain is one where the first empire of the Nords basically was the end of it. And the empire wouldn't exist again until Riemann Cyrodiil came about and defeated the Akaviri who were invading.
We study the way of the voice, according to the teachings of our founder, Jürgen Windcaller. Very few are permitted to study with us here at High Hrothgar. But in your case, Dragonborn,
already.
it is a privilege to guide
Yeah,
you
here, I was
towards
wondering about
mastery
this.
of
Why-
your voice.
Why are you able to talk and the others not?
Their voices are too powerful for anyone not trained in the way to withstand. Even a whisper could kill you.
That did not answer what I was wondering, but okay.
The voice was a gift of the goddess Kinnereth at the dawn of time. She gave mortals the ability to speak as dragons do. Although this gift has often been misused, the only true use of the voice is for the worship and glory of the gods. True mastery of the voice can only be achieved when your inner spirit is in harmony with your outward actions. In the contemplation of the sky, Kinnereth's domain, and the practice of the voice, we strive to achieve this balance.
Well, I don't. I shoot things with it.
The Dragonborn is an exception to all the rules. The dragon blood itself is a gift of the gods. If we accept one gift, how can we deny the other? As Dragonborn, you have received the ability to shout directly from Akatosh. We therefore seek to guide you on the proper use of your gift, which transcends the restrictions which bind other mortals.
I see.
The voice was a gift, although this gift true in the contemplation of the sky,
Alright,
Kinnereth's
cleared all those
domain,
off.
and the practice
So now-
of the voice. We strive to achieve this balance.
Alright. I guess it's time for me to go into that guy's tomb. What is up here? Excuse me while I do a bit of exploration of your monastery. Perhaps it's the way to the peak. Hello. Holy Jesus. Let me out, let me out. I don't want to die. Don't kill me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. Don't go that way. I improved our restoration. Alright. So that's the way to the peak. And I don't know that I can whirlwind sprint through that. I might be able to. Let's see, I'm going to try real quick. If not, I think I'll just go back. If I can, then I'm sure there'll be another obstacle. Let's see, first. That's not it. Nope, I'm just dying. Let's try one more thing. Hold on. Alright. Wow. Apparently I blew myself away. Well, so it's proven. I cannot go through that right now. Up to the tomb of... who was I going to? Tomb to? Yep, Jurgen Windcaller. In the marshes. Oh! It's not here at all, is it? Interesting. I was thinking it was nearby. Huh. I don't think that's how you're supposed to get in here. Huh. What's this? Oh! Talking about the moons. For some reason. Oh, and I was wondering about this. The Alduin Akatosh tell me, I can't pronounce that word. As first priest of Akatosh Chantry, I have dedicated my life to the service of the great dragon, he who was first at the beginning, he who is the greatest and most powerful of all the divines. He who is the very embodiment of infinity. I am quite obviously a man of the deep and unwavering faith, but not a blind man, for I am blah 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 about... Okay, what about Alduin? Ah. The Aldermen refer to Akatosh as Oriel El, or however you pronounce that. Oriel El. The Nords call him Alduin. Oof. These names come up repeatedly in certain ancient texts, and each one it is clear that the deity in question is none other than he whom we call Akatosh. Yet there are those who believe, even in this enlightened age, that this is not so. That the regional interpretations of Akatosh are not interpretations of Akatosh at all. Rather, they are references to altogether different deities, deities who may or may not share the same aspects or be the great dragon at all. Many Altmer, Altmer. So maybe it comes as no surprise that the real theological distinction lies in Skyrim, among the Nord people renowned as much as renowned as much for their stubbornness as they are for their hardiness and prowess on the fields of valor. When I journeyed to the stark white province, I was surprised to find a people whose views on Akatosh were almost diametrically opposed to those of the Altmer. The majority of Nord people seem to believe that their Alduin of legend is not Akatosh, but another deity entirely. A great dragon, yes, but not the great dragon. Determined to get to the heart of this matter, I consulted with several Nords, chief among them an old and respected clan chief by the name of Bjornmuk, I was attempting to pronounce much as a last name. My bad. Bjorn, much bloodied. And what surprised me most about those I talked to was not that they believed in Alduin instead of Akatosh, but that they recognized Alduin in addition to Akatosh. In fact, most children of Skyrim seem to view Akatosh in much the same way as I do. He is, in fact, the great dragon, first among the divines, perseverance personified, and more than anything, a force of supreme good in the world. Alduin, they claim, is something altogether different. Whether or not he is actually a deity remains in question, but the Alduin of Nord folklore is in fact a dragon, but one so ancient and so powerful he was dubbed the World Eater, and some accounts even have him devouring the souls of the dead to maintain his own power. Other stories revolve around Alduin acting as some sort of dragon king, uniting the other dragons in a war against mankind, until he was eventually defeated at the hands of one or more brave heroes. It is hard to deny that such legends are compelling, but as both high priest and scholar, I am forced to ask that most important of questions: where's the evidence? Priest. This right page is lulsworthy. Anyway, that's enough. Just checking for skills. And I'm flipping through it in case I or anyone ever wants to read it. What's this? Death Bell. Void Salt. Glow Dust. Huh. Life of Oreo Septin 7. Which is the one from Oblivion. Which should have a lot of words. I didn't see it mention him dying, but I didn't really read it. Anyway, let's get out of here. You can't even pick the flowers. Whoa. My frame rate will get so much better all of a sudden. Hi! That's some powers you got there. Yep, hi. I think I know why I go blind after I get burned. HDR! How nice of it. Anything else of interest? You have a great round table. It's a great table that's round with a fire in the middle. Cool, cool. Alright. Anything else? What's down here? A mess. Oh! This is my mess. Yes.
Sky above, voice within.
You have nothing to say. Oh, it's time to go. So I have to go that way. Ah, way out here into this marsh next to Morthal. I guess it's a good time to, look, it's Solitude. You can see the land bridge. So, I imagine it's a good time to head down and go back this way. I can go to the forge, and perhaps I even head through Cold Rock Pass I found. It's possible perhaps to travel this way, but it looks unfriendly for walking if you were, you know, an actual person. And I don't really role play, but I try to keep a sort of realism to what I do. It just makes it so much sweeter, you know? Taste-wise. In fact, I could fast travel down this mountain. But how many hikers, mountain climbers, do you think wish they could fast travel down a mountain safely? I'm sure a good number have accidentally tried. So eventually I guess I'm gonna have to come back here and make my way up this peak somehow. So, I'm pretty certain that, as I mentioned, that dragon we saw at the very beginning in Helgen was Alduin. He certainly looked like Alduin. So trying to wonder, from what we know, what's going on. I wonder if the dragons returning have anything to do, you know, directly with, Civil War. It's quite imaginable, and if you recall, the Master of the Blades guy, who I have yet to meet, but I know he exists since we hear of him in the trailer. What the hell? He's the one who's speaking in the trailer. He seems to have some inkling of what's going on, and if he's a blade, that does mean he is descended from an order, or, you know, part of an order that is dragon hunters. And unfortunately, in the case of the blades, there haven't been any dragons around for a while, but it seems that's changed. You know, some tips on hunting a dragon would be great. But now I have long-range magic, although it's slow compared to, well, compared to a gun, I guess. Because the arrows are kind of slow, too. is not a shortcut. So do you think the 7,000 steps includes gaps like that? Back there? There might be another one. I'm sure they're rather old. Tiber Septim came up here, right? Let's see. That was 600 years ago in game time? See, that wasn't so bad. Now we could get weird language. Now we get to go back down to Ivarstead, the pretty little homely place we have here. Am I doing something wrong? No, I'm not. Hey, is this a mill? Hey, cool. Maybe I'll go visit